Of course, can lose to like run-up shield and stuff, but that's a really important mix-up that hopefully we will see some use of.
Yeah, and in general, if you got them shielding, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot of times you float pretty high with Peach, so you tend to not get like the best float cancel, like frame advantage on shield, but when you do not, then it's kind of more like a rock, paper, scissors scenario. What do you think they're going to do? Like jump, roll, stay in shield, and then act accordingly.
Paying attention to their habits is very important for that.
Yeah, especially how Foxes act out of the corner. It's so important as Peach, because you don't want them to like gain, you know, center stage again.
Yeah, you got up air, right? Like if they try to go for a jump over you, or if they try to dash through you, you got to make sure they can't.
Yeah. Because a lot of Peaches, they get too impatient in this matchup when they get laser. They want to attack right away because they don't want to eat lasers, right? But if you throw out desperate attacks trying to beat someone's camping, that's not going to work. You're going to make it look like you're going to attack, back off, and then, because like a classic Fox approach is laser, 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 and then short up nair as soon as you're close. So bait that out with like a wave dash back, for example, dash back in to like a dash attack. Really important.
For sure.
Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't really like the fact that he even turned around in the first place.
Yeah, you could just face forward and neutral air, right?
Yeah, like he could have reacted to side B with down air, and if he didn't side B, ooh, that's hard.
Oh, nice down smash. Recognizing that he just slid off right there, Ryan went for an aerial. This is something that you see Peaches do a lot of times between stocks. For Fox in this ability, they just float really high up.
Yeah, no, it's very, very true. It's like you escaped invincibility, but you put yourself in a rough position.
Yeah.
So
it's a trade-off.
Ooh, that back air was so good.
I also really like that dash attack to continue. Okay, this top platform work.
Yeah, pretty bad there. Didn't really work out in his favor. Up tilt is really good for Fox as an anti-air against Peach. Her fair, really slow actually. So a lot of times your up air or up tilt is just getting out way faster, and it connects into up air as a kill as well.
The reason fair is good is because of the range, not because of the activation.
Yeah.
Back air is the move that's really fast for Peach.
Yeah, back air, nair. Oh, okay, I like that. A lot of Foxes after that nair from Ryan would have up tilted right away. It's common for Peach to wait out up tilt and then strike. Yeah. So I like that Ryan actually is just went away from the situation.
Yeah, for sure. So this can be a fourth throw maybe? Okay, actually just goes for the neutral air. It's hard to know which one actually puts him in a better position, but hey, it was covered anyway.
Yeah.
Would you have done the nair as well, or do you think it's better to fourth throw there?
The thing is, I think he could have landed on the top platform if he did it correctly, so I would have gone for a forward throw.
Okay. Gets a nair trade right there. Oh, no wave shine after that. Goes for a grab. I think wave shine up smash has got to be what you do.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure. Especially these high damage. Upper up air, it's not like a true combo, and at higher percentages, Peaches are getting better at avoiding it.
Before you came around, Peaches were getting up air every time.
Yeah, I still never got like super good at it. Oh, that up smash you can tech, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah, for sure.
You can tech in place, and then down smash or grab.
Gotta do that.
It's gonna be common in 2019. I'm calling it. Yeah, that's what you want to do, like buffer the float and fade away. The thing that Fox can do though is to overshoot his up air. So you dash further to catch their float away. W2W is really good at doing that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, man, I think that was a little bit of a too high of a float. I let the Fox get under at back air. Not over yet.
Yeah.
But Ryan's able to take game one. The Canadian Fox is really known for their Fountain of Dreams skill. I remember Raynex also really liked Fountain. So it's interesting. So what did you think about that game one? If you had to give Bladewise advice, what would you say?
It's hard. I don't know. I would like to see him like stay in fretful positions more while not actively trying to attack. I feel like you need a little bit more baits against Fox. Like a lot of times he throws out, he goes in early a lot of the time, and it didn't really pay off too much. It's like when he does bait, it's like an aerial and then like fade back. I would like to see more grounded baits.
Yeah. So one of the guys who taught me the game, Tope, always gave me this advice back in the day that really helped me out, which said, he just told me, hey, Blur, you're just not throwing out enough moves. All I was doing was moving. But then there's the careful balance of maybe you're throwing out too many moves.
Yeah, it can happen sometimes too, for sure.
So it's, you know, it sounds very simple, but it's actually a really core part about how you're rolling out, right? Are you doing enough hitboxes or enough baiting?
And the thing is for Peach as well, like she's a very unique character in the sense that she has the float, right? So it's like, do you play a matchup more grounded or more in the air? And I feel like Peach's matchups over the years, how people play them, have changed a lot actually. Earlier in the days, I thought that playing this matchup more in the air was better as Peach. But the more I played, the better I think it is on the ground.
That's how Lod plays it actually, largely on the ground too. And does a lot of like low flow canceled aerials.
Yeah. Yeah, that, wave dashes. It's like you have the crouch cancel. So
it's the crouch cancel, that's the big deal.
Yeah, striking early.
This is like the good and bad thing about Dreamland right now is that Fox is able to use the top platform, has a lot of room for lasers, but at the same time, as Peach, Dreamland's so juicy for living a long time.
I would say it all comes down to how comfortable is Fox at, you know, like the laser game, and how good is he at finding kills. If you're playing as a Fox bad at finding kills, Dreamland becomes so much better. But if you're playing as a Fox really comfortable with getting like relatively early kills, it's really rough actually.
Also, how good the Peach is at keeping the cornered position. Right?
Yes.
See, like that little sequence right there where Bladewise had Ryan in the corner and then he's able to just escape around Bladewise, that's a huge difference maker.
Yeah, nah, I really don't like these many higher floats. It's hard to like beat out.
The floats have just been too high. This is like almost the whole set.
Yeah, and just being in the float, like it's hard to beat full hop Foxes.
Yeah.
Jumping in with an aerial, you can beat his nair with your nair. But I like to do it more like off stage as Peach. Like they might jump with a nair at you and you just nair them back.
So what we've been seeing that Ryan's been able to punish these high floats with is that he is able to get under and back air, but more commonly he's just able to use the high floats so that he can reposition to go to top platform or side platform because Bladewise can't reach from such a high position.
Yeah, Ryan is jumping quite a bit in the corner now as well.
That's the time to up air, right?
Yeah.
So think about that.
The thing is, you need to jump before Fox jump, though. If you jump like at the same time or later, it's too late.
It's
yeah.
gotta be a read.
Ooh, barely.
Wow, right in the face.
Down there. Yeah, that backer, if they don't sweet spot the up B, then you want to do that backer. So sometimes turning around at the last second and then do backer.
Yeah, can be tricky.
Yeah, it can be tricky. Because if you turn around too early, it's kind of like, it's a little bit showing your cards. You can grab the ledge, but most people tend not to.
Yeah. Might get shine, okay. Bladewise able to keep it. Just rolls on. Sometimes that's just a lazy option to be like, hey, I just want to get back.
Yeah, it's true.
Because usually you might get comboed or hit, but hey, at least you're not on the edge anymore.
Yeah, it's very true. Ooh, that was a slightly higher float height, so full on there did not quite reach.
Once again, these high floats are getting punished. You saw that Ryan run from the nair there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nice follow after the neutral air. Super sick.
That was important. That dash tag was like one of the...
Okay, so how are you supposed to do that, right? Like, you're in general, when you do your up airs, you try to get this one hitbox, right? Because that one, Ryan was able to slide off, and usually when you up air, I don't see anyone able to get out of it like that.
The thing is, you can slide off the up air until like very high damage, actually, but it's kind of more like, where do I think they will go? Where do I think they will DI the up air? Do I think they're going to go forward, in, and that's how I position my up airs based on what I think their DI will look like. Yeah. So if I think they're going to DI away from me, I want to be a bit more inside. If I think they're going to DI in, I want to almost get like a tipper up there. So it's to like lessen the distance between myself and the other character. Because Peach isn't really the fastest character in the sense of like running speed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's more fast in the sense of like having fast moves.
Yeah, the moveset is insane.
Yeah, and then micro situations like good around shield.
Yeah.
She's fast in those areas.
And one of the things you innovated a while back was with the up airs, you hit with like it on the side, so they didn't go so high up. Back in the day, like you hit with an up air, you just do a sweet spot one, they just go so high up, right? And if you do it kind of to the side, you're able to combo with it better, right?
I think it's more like, how do you say? To the side, it's more about following the ice, actually.
Oh, okay.
It is a weird hitbox on the upper as well that almost works like a semi-spike, but that one is really rare to see and really hard to land.
Yeah,
actually.
I think I know the one you're talking about, yeah.
It's almost like a chic fair.
I actually kind of don't like this pick by Ryan. I think he's been doing great with space.
Yeah.
And I think Bladewise is really good at scrapping as a player. He might just get down smash here.
Okay, after the first up air, I was going to say he should have floated, but he still got the follow-up, so it worked out. A roll in.
Wow.
Yeah, roll in.
Could have also just light shield and grabbed the edge. It's just Peach is much worse than most characters on the edge. So
yeah, it's not really a position you want to be in.
Yeah. Oh, could have gotten a crouch cancel down smash on that jab. Gotta be super careful about jabbing nowadays.
Spot dodge. I wonder if he thought it was going to be a grab or if it was a missed China out of shield. Probably a missed China out of shield would be my prediction.
Oh, tries to get into him. But a lot of Bladewise aerials, Ryan's just been able to jump out of. Like almost every time Bladewise is hitting the shield, Ryan is jumping.
Yeah.
So really like for some coverage on that, if possible.
I personally don't like this positioning
wow.
of going off stage. I used to do it more as well. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, that's huge.
That umbrella, it's so...
Oh, no. Oh, Ryan. Oh my God, Bladewise.
he should have gone a bit further.
Yeah, he thought it would work.
But Yoshi's platform, like the side platform, you can see that it reaches like past the stage, unlike other platforms on like Battlefield or Dreamland.
This is trouble right now for Bladewise.
No.
Oh,
good shit. Good
great
shit.
knowledge. Great knowledge. That was sick. Shout outs to Bladewise. That was dope.
Yeah, it's another thing. People don't pay enough attention to rando, but it helps a lot.
Yeah. It's not random, guys. You can learn it.
Yeah, it's going to come out on the right side right now. Not that we get to see it, but it's good to know.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
that dash attack could have been punished.
It should have been punished.
Wow. Ryan is playing with fire.
Yeah, not that these high percentages, but when Peach up throw you at like really, really low damage, it's hard for her to get any move before you can buffer shield. And even when you can buffer shield like these really low damage, even if you don't get the shield out in time, you can just hold down. Peach actually doesn't really get much from her up throw on low percent if you land on a platform. So if you're turned with your back towards the ledge, a lot of times it's better to use down throw instead, assuming they can't grab the ledge. Because then you get a tech chase scenario on the ground, rather than at most one up air that leads to nothing.
That tech chase is pretty hard. Pretty much you have to read for the most part, but still, it's something.
Yeah. I like up smash, reaches the platform.
Yeah, that was good. Hey, downer is a way to get down. Not bad. What's he gonna do? Oh, slow get up. Gets away with it too.
Ryan has been onto that roll in twice, but barely being like a little bit too late.
No up smash dash shield and dash attack. A lot of opportunities that Ryan's had.
Yeah. Oh.
And there goes.
Randall again?
Randall again. But I think that other than the umbrella kill, I think overall that was a loss because of stage pick.
Yeah. Yeah. You caught onto it early on, and yeah, no, it really looked like Ryan. Like, he was not an aggressive fox by any means against Peach.